Hello, folks, and welcome to the channel. Remember, like, share, and subscribe. Today, we're going to talk about Jainism, an exploration of Jainism, one of the world's oldest religions. Originating in ancient India, Jainism emphasizes nonviolence, truth, asceticism, guiding its followers toward a path of spiritual purity and enlightenment. With a rich history and profound teaching and unique practices, Jainism offers a fascinating perspective on life and spirituality. Now, join me today and let's delve into the core principles and historical evolution and cultural impact of this remarkable faith. Now, let's start off talking about a liberated soul. Now, a liberated soul does not have a material body, mind, or speech, and does not breathe. The soul is totally free from all karmas. It merely exists in moksha, which is a permanent blissful state. Now, as far as a worldly soul is concerned, it possesses a material body. Now, there's also other type of bodies, which you see here. Now, these bodies are made of different types of what they call morganas, which is basically matter. Now, Jainism explains that there's 8 types of morganas that exist in the universe. Now, every space in the universe is filled with these morganas. And with 5 of the 8 morganas, when they attach to the worldly soul, they create 5 different bodies. Now, these bodies are these bodies which you saw earlier. Now, they remain 3 morganas, which provide different functions for our bodies. Now, those functions go by different names, such as breathing, and you have the mind, and you have the speech. But those bodies, which are arduric, the taja, and the karma, and the aharic, and the vakraya body. Now, the arduric body, which creates the original physical body for the living being, which is the bodies that we have. And then you have the taja body, which creates the digestive powers of the arduric body, which is the body that we have again. And then you have the karma body, which is the causal body. These bodies are cause, the bodies that we possess. We live in a world of causality, and these bodies are a result of causation. And then we have the aharic body, which is basically the body that carries the soul. Now, all of this, you have the taja body, the turic body. And these are the things, it consists of heat and power and energy. Let's talk about these bodies, folks. Now, the arduric body is a body that we see from the outside. The arduric body is made up of what they call arduric morgana. A person cannot be liberated without the help of this body that we have here, our bodies. We have to have these bodies because they help us to become liberated beings. Free beings. When I talk about liberated, I mean no longer feeling the pains of attachment, or no longer going through samsara, going through different existence. In different existence, people will be like, oh, what's different existence? Like the existence that we have today, the earthly existence, and then if we pass on, we have the heavenly existence. Those are different existence. And in one existence, all these existence, they are based upon causality. And the things that we do, they follow us. And there's nothing no one can do to get rid of that causality, because those causalities are results of actions that we do. And so therefore we teach and we know to love each other, which is an action to help your fellow man. These are good actions. So it's important. This body, the physical body we have, is important. And being in a human existence, and at the time of death, the soul leaves this body. And that this body helps for us to go into the liberation. And then we have the Taja's body. This body of heat, the digestive body, the body of power and fire. Now, this body is made up and responsible for our digestion in heat. The etheric body, at the time of death, it accompanies the soul and helps to create a new etheric body for the soul. And so you create a new body. And this body, which is a result of causation, which is a result of our action. And this body, it's almost like I always think about fire and how powerful it is. And that we are that fire, that Taja body. Now, the karmic matter covers the soul. It is called the karmic body. Now, it changes every moment because new karma is continuously attached to the soul through the activities of the body and the mind and speech. And at the time of death, the soul is accompanied by this body for the next birth. Now, it leaves the present physical body behind. We either bury it or we do whatever we do. Your family, your loved ones do whatever they do to dispose it. But the karmic body, along with the Taja body, forms the basis of the other newly produced etheric body, which could be the heavenly body. And so there's a continuance. And this is what makes it so awesome, is finally being able to understand this and having the knowledge and the wisdom to understand the etheric body, that there are new etheric bodies being brought into effect by a causation. And the fruits, the karma, the fruits of the living being, past actions, creates these new etheric bodies. And so there's a causality. We have the actions, and then we have it coming together with the Taja body, which is the karma plus the Taja, creating fruits. And these fruits are results of good actions, the results of actions, say great actions, such as helping your fellow man, loving people, and not doing evil, but doing good. And because we do all these good deeds, we go forward to possess greater bodies. And so you have someone who lives a life like Mother Teresa, who did all these good things, and therefore their bodies become magnificent. Now, this body is possessed by special souls. Then you have the etheric body, which is very small in size. Now, these souls put on this body to travel to distant places. Now, sometimes spiritual people take on these bodies and they travel to other parts of the universe. Now, to visit other, souls, they travel all these different places. And these special souls that do special things. And therefore, it's important for us to do good things, so we can travel to these special places. And I just said that the Akara Shri Kunda possessed the etheric body. With this body, you can visit other places and awesome places. And you can go to other places to remove doubt. Like, you can see things that can just be amazing. So therefore you have it, folks. You always wondered what happens. And then you have, the bodies that we have. So far we talked about 4 different bodies. We talked about the etheric body, the Taja body, and then we spoke of the karmic body, and then we have the etheric body, which carries the soul, and then we have the Vakraya body. Now, this body can be obtained by human beings by practicing meditation and serious prayer and yoga, which is all these spiritual things that you do. Now, with this body, the Vakraya body, one can transform his body into very small or very large size. Now, the heavenly beings and hellish beings possess this body. Now, all worldly souls possess three bodies: the Tajas, the Aderic, the Tajas, and a karmic body. Now, I hope this somehow brings some kind of understanding, and I hope this video served the purpose. And there's much to discussion, discussing about this karma body, these bodies that we possess, in this Akraya body, which results in growth, can be in small in size, and can actually get bigger. And as it gets bigger, it gets more complex. As you see here, you have the older gentleman passing on and possessing these other bodies. And you see that great body right there. And that is what they call the Vakraya body. And what awesomeness this is, folks. I made these illustrations for one reason, to help you guys get some kind of deep understanding, or to really understand. And it's not really understanding, because you already know this already. This teaching is a part of you. It's part of your acoustic records, which is the records that exist in all living beings. We have tapped it in our human existence. And the human existence is a hard existence to come by, and therefore we should value it. But it's these bodies that accompany us to go on to help us to exist and to be liberated and to get to this high existence. And to get to the point of the Vakraya body, which is what we see here. Meditation and yoga being practiced, and prayer, and you may not even call it yoga, but fasting, and getting this karmic body, which is, you see me, hear me flipping through papers, because a wise man always has a study. And thanks to wise people, 5 bodies and 8 Vaganas, which is actually complied by a gentleman named Previn K. Sean, Jains Study Center of North Carolina. That's what makes Jainism so awesome, folks. And every part of the universe that we talked about are these Vaganas. Basically, life. In order for life to exist, there has to be a worldly body that has to attach to these Vaganas to make an existence, to make an Aderic body. And then it's a Aderic body and a Taja body. And then you have the karmic body. And then you have the Aheric body, which is a body that carries the soul. And then you have the Vakraya. And then you have all of these bodies having 3 functions. Breathe, and we provide breathing. Then they have the mind, which provides the mind for thinking. And then it has speech, the speech body. 5 bodies, folks. I hope this video was inspiring to you guys. If you liked it, remember, like, share, and subscribe. And there's so much to talk about, and there's so much for discussion. And leave comments as you may. We love wisdom. Again, thanks to Zale Creatrix. Have an awesome day. Have an awesome life. And thanks for coming by. Like, share, and subscribe.